everybody. Alright, so 99% of you that are probably watching this video are pretty damn excited to see Adam Saleh versus KSI in their little spar that they're going to have. So it is 100% happening. Adam Saleh is going to be coming to the UK to have a session with JJ. It's not going to be a big boxing match. It's literally just going to be a sparring session. Alright, so if you're a regular on this channel, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of KSI. But I also don't know much about Adam Saleh, and this video I'm 100%, there's no bias in this at all. I'm going to basically tell you why KSI is just going to drop Adam Saleh. Now, the only reason I'm saying this is because I'm basing everything off of Adam's most recent fight. So Adam was on the same card as Slim. And granted, yes, Adam, you know, his fight showed a lot more boxing ability than what Slim's did. However, one of you basically commented on my channel saying that this fight was fraudulent, and I didn't know what you meant by that. So I did some research and I watched the fight. And then I watched it again. And I've come to the conclusion that you're right. This thing was fraudulent. The end result of Adam's fight was a majority draw. And after watching the fight twice, no, I'm sorry, it was not a majority draw. Adam lost that fight. So let me just quickly break down what happened on that fight. So round one, to be fair, it was pretty even. Waleed may have been landing more shots as a whole, like he was actually throwing more hands, and I think overall he probably landed more shots. And he actually displayed some pretty good head movement. It wasn't just throwing punches and standing upright, like he looked alright. He didn't look like a pro or anything, but he looked like someone who definitely trained in boxing for a little bit. Adam, though, like, you know, he did get a few good combos, but he was way more wild than Waleed. Like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the scrappy fighter, but he just didn't look as coordinated as Waleed did. I think if you used to watch the fight, I think you'd say that the first round was definitely 50-50. Basically, the first round went like this. Waleed would land a couple of hits, get a couple of combos in, and then Adam would answer back. It was kind of just back and forth. But the only difference is, you know, you might be thinking that Waleed may have won that fight only because Waleed looked more confident and he just looked better whilst doing it. But I think as a whole, you know, you can look good in boxing, but at the end of the day, like, I think in terms of like actually hits landed, like, I'd say that, you know, Adam probably landed the more power shots. I don't know, it's difficult, but I'd probably say it's 50-50. As it is so difficult to say who won the first round, it's probably easier just to say that yes, that round was a draw. Round 2 started, and it was pretty much the same as round 1. It seemed pretty even at the start, but then eventually, you know, the cracks did start to appear with Adam Saleh. Like, don't get me wrong, Adam isn't terrible by any means. Like, I wouldn't say that his boxing is like cringy or anything, but Waleed is just that little bit better. He's just that little bit sharper, just that little bit quicker. Basically, he's a little bit better of a boxer. And here's the thing, Adam knew that because Waleed was getting him in the corner, hitting him with multiple combos. And, you know, Adam got angry, and it got to the point where Adam ended up trying to turn it into some sort of WWE match. Now, the only time you get situations like this is when you get people who are fighting who aren't real boxers. Like, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and commentate and like overly criticize people's boxing ability, because obviously neither of these guys are even close to being professional boxers. But what I will say is, you know, even though they're not amazing boxers, you can just tell that very small difference that Waleed is just that little bit better. And Adam, but the thing is it's not a massive difference, but when Waleed is landing more and more shots on Adam, that's going to take a toll, and that's pretty much what happens. Of course, you know, Adam did land a few combos, and I will give it to him. Adam definitely is a better boxer than Slim. Like, the combos that Adam was landing, I would never ever expect to see Slim do any of them. But, you know, after like rewatching this fight, for like the third time, I have to say that round 1 was definitely a draw, and round 2 was Waleed. The only reason I'm saying Waleed won is because Waleed seemed to be landing a lot more, and Adam, you know, he did land a few punches, but, you know, he seemed to be on the defensive way more in round 2. Round 3, and this is where the controversy has begun. I didn't even know about this controversy until a few hours ago, but my god, I see exactly what you guys are talking about. Adam lost this round 100%. There is no way you can even argue that Waleed lost this. Waleed was basically landing shots on Adam's face every couple of seconds. Like, Adam was hopeless. Like, he was on the back foot. Like, he was in defense mode the whole round. There's no getting away from it. Adam lost every single second. If you don't believe me, go and watch the fight, the full fight. The only reason I'm not going to show you every single second of this fight is mainly because I want to keep this video short and sweet. But trust me, by the end of round 3, Adam was done. If this fight was 4 rounds, 5 rounds, I'm telling you 100% Adam would have been knocked out, or at least had a TKO. But despite him fading and basically getting beaten up in the last round, what's the result? It's a majority draw. Nah. No. It just wasn't a draw though, was it? It just wasn't. You could tell from Waleed's reaction, he's sat there thinking, mate, this is some bullshit. And here's the funny thing. What's Adam Saleh done? Oh, he's only gone ahead and uploaded the full fight on his YouTube video. But what's he done? Oh, that's it. He's blocked the comments. He's actually removed the comments. Like, do you want to look any more guilty? Like, you're hiding from a bunch of teenagers and kids writing on your YouTube channel. Like, you're hiding from it. Like, do you want to look any more obvious? Do you want to look any more guilty? And here's the thing. Gib saw this, and even he was pissed off. Gib thought he could take it into his own hands and call Adam out. And obviously the reason why Gib decided to get involved in this is because Gib was in the exact same situation with Taylor Holder. Gib clearly beat Taylor Holder, but it was a majority draw because the results were rigged. And it is literally the exact same situation. Waleed 100% defeated Adam Saleh, but for some reason it was a majority draw. You got to give it to Gib for actually stepping up and, you know, getting involved and saying how this is bullshit, because not many other people have, probably because not a lot of people cared because it wasn't a big event. But even though it's not a massive event, you can't get away with cheating. But the question is where does this leave us with JJ and Adam? Adam wants to spar JJ and he wants to come to London. And here's the thing. If Logan Paul, a 6'2" monster of a man, couldn't beat JJ, how the hell is Adam Saleh, a 5'7", 5'8", a guy that small, who couldn't even beat a 17-year-old without cheating the results? How is he going to defeat JJ? Yes, both of them are pretty scrappy in the way they fight. But the difference with JJ and Adam is Adam, yeah, he could probably throw a few punches here and there. But, you know, obviously by the time he got to the 3rd round, he was done. Like, he was just done. The thing is with JJ's fighting style is that when he attacks someone, he goes on the windmill approach, which is the meme. But when he's in defense mode, he's actually not that bad. Like, he actually has got some head movement and his counter attacks are pretty good. Adam would probably run towards JJ, trying to throw as much punches as possible. And, you know, I think he'd probably land a few on JJ, but obviously we've seen with JJ's heart that, you know, it's not going to be easy to take him down. Like, I will give it to Adam. He can clearly take a hit because, you know, Waleed was actually landing some pretty good shots on him and Adam didn't drop. But at the end of the day, if JJ can take hits from someone who's 6'2" and probably over 200 pounds and not drop, you don't have a chance, bro. I'm sorry. Originally for this video, I was going to go into great detail about JJ's style, you know, and talk about Adam's style and, you know, the advantages and disadvantages of all this and all that. But the reality is, though, you know, when you're not talking about professional fighters, it is difficult to do that. Like, let's be real. And I could just summarize it right now by saying if Adam can't even beat a 17-year-old kid without cheating, well, obviously, you know, he's a majority draw, but he's still cheated. And I know JJ isn't a great boxer, but how the hell could you expect Adam to do any damage to JJ? When you look at JJ's boxing and then you look at Adam's boxing, it's pretty easy to tell the difference in skill level. All I'll say is, JJ, stop messing around with people like Adam Saleh and sort this out with Jake, because realistically, we know who's going to win between you and Adam. It's so obvious. Alright, there you go. Thank you again for watching, everybody. It's good to be back. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.